All right, let's talk about software. You've done it 1,000 times, right? You find an app, you click install, and, well, you just assume the magic happens. But what if I told you there's this whole hidden world, a whole journey behind that one little click? Let's dive into what that story really looks like.
What really happens to get from a random file in your downloads folder to a fully functioning program you use every day? And maybe more importantly, what are you on the hook for after it's installed? So today, we're going to unpack the whole thing, the entire software lifecycle, from the moment you decide you need a new program all the way to the end.
So, here's our game plan. We'll start with the pre-installed checklist, then we'll walk through the actual installation roadmap. After that, we'll talk about what it means to actually live with your software, dive into the serious stuff like compliance and security, and then wrap it all up with one big final takeaway.
First up, your pre-installation checklist. Because really, a smooth software experience, it starts way before you even think about hitting install. It's all about having a solid plan from the get-go.
These questions might seem super basic, but trust me, asking them can save you from some serious headaches. First off, ask yourself, do I really need this? Unnecessary software just eats up space and can even have hidden costs. Second, where are you getting it from? Always stick to the official website or a trusted app store. It's your best defense against malware. And finally, check the specs. Make sure your computer can actually run it and, just as important, that it won't clash with the other programs you rely on.
Okay, this is a really important point that a lot of us miss. When you buy software, you're not actually buying the program itself like you'd buy a car. You're buying a license. Think of it like a ticket to a movie. It gives you the right to use it, but you don't own it. And that license is a legally binding contract. That thing we all scroll past, the EULA, or End User License Agreement. And these licenses, they pretty much come in two flavors. On one hand, you've got proprietary software. Think Microsoft Office or Adobe Photoshop. The source code is locked down tight. It's a secret, and you can only use it exactly how the company says you can. Then you've got the other side of the coin, open source. Here, the code is out in the open for everyone to see. It's often built by a whole community of developers, and the entire idea is to encourage people to tweak it, share it, and build on it. A completely different world. So, you've done your homework, you've picked your software, you're ready to go. Let's get into the nitty-gritty of the installation itself. I'm sure this whole dance looks pretty familiar. You double-click the installer, that .exe on Windows, or .dmg on a Mac. Then comes that EULA again, the one we just talked about. After that, you'll usually get a choice of installation type. You pick where you want it to live on your computer, and you'll let it do its thing. And sometimes, you'll have to do a full restart just to get everything settled in. Now, let's pause on that third step, choosing the installation type. This is the one everybody just blows right past, right? Look, standard is fine. It's quick and easy for most folks, but custom, that's where the power is. A custom install lets you be the boss. You can uncheck features you know you'll never use, which saves you disk space. And even better, it helps you avoid all that extra junk, like annoying toolbars that try to sneak in.
So where does all this stuff actually go? Well, there are basically two main options. It can be installed system-wide. That's your classic program files folder on Windows, meaning anyone who uses the computer can access it. Or it can be installed just for your user account, tucked away in a hidden folder that only you can see. Big, major applications usually go system-wide, but if it's just a little tool for yourself, a per-user install is perfect.
And for all you power users out there, here's a little behind-the-scenes magic. Some installers use what are called pre- or post-install scripts. Just think of them as little automated robots. A pre-install script might, say, shut down a conflicting program before an update starts. And a post-install script might sweep up all the temporary files when it's done. It's all about making the process as smooth as possible.
Okay, the software's installed. We're done, right? No, not even close. The journey is far from over. Now we're entering the living with your software phase, and this is where the real management actually begins.
Yeah, you can really think of this as the owner's manual for your digital life. First things first, you have got to keep your software updated, and we'll dig into why that's so critical in just a second. Next, pay attention to how it's running. Is it slowing down your machine? Is it still even doing what you need it to do? And especially for businesses, documenting what's installed and why it's there is absolutely essential for any kind of future maintenance or troubleshooting. And this is probably the most important thing to take away from this whole section. When you see that update available notification, do not ignore it. Seriously, we all think of updates as just getting new features, but that's not the main point. The crucial part is security. Outdated software is like leaving your front door wide open for hackers. Those little patches are what block those open doors and protect your information. It's one of the simplest and most effective security habits you can possibly have.
Which brings us right into the most serious part of this whole life cycle, making sure you're using your software legally and safely. And get this, just look at this number. The average company was using 130 different software applications. 130. Now for you and me, it's probably less, but it's still a lot. Trying to manage the licenses and security for all of that, well, it's a huge challenge. And failing to stick to those license agreements we talked about earlier, that's not a small mistake. We're talking about massive fines, damaging lawsuits that drain your resources, and a hit to your reputation that's incredibly hard to repair. This is way more than just legal trouble. It's about maintaining trust and basic security.
And believe me, this isn't just some theoretical risk. This is a real-world example. An employee at a company installed some unauthorized software. The company itself didn't technically do it, but guess what? They were still held responsible. They had to pay out over $30,000 in damages. It's a powerful reminder that ignorance is not an excuse.
So after this whole journey through the software lifecycle, what's the one big idea you should walk away with?
It all comes down to this. You have to shift your mindset. Software isn't just a product you buy off a shelf, it's a system that you adopt and manage. You're not just a consumer, you are its manager. From choosing the right tool to installing it correctly to maintaining it over time, it's an active, ongoing process. And that comes with responsibility.
And that leaves us with a huge question, especially as we move forward. As software gets smarter and smarter, I'm talking about AI, and starts making its own decisions, where does the responsibility lie? When an AI tool makes a mistake, is it the fault of the user who deployed it or the company that created it? That's something we're all going to have to think about as we navigate our digital future. Thanks for watching.